everyone, hopefully everybody's doing good. Been a while since I've done any reviews, so this is going to be a review. As some may or may not know, my old headsets that I used to use for streaming video games and whatnot finally started to give up the ghost, aka I could hear it from one ear or the other, and the mic was cutting in and out. Got to the point where I couldn't hear anything at all. Or I could hear, but they couldn't hear me. So, unfortunately, that ended up meaning I couldn't do any streaming. I couldn't really do much gameplay because I couldn't be heard or hear anybody. So, on to the quest of finding another headset. Was I going to go with what I had in the past, or was I going to go with something new? Well, in research, the one headset I had gotten in the past had tripled in price. So instead of it being $19.99, it was well over $60. So yeah, I wasn't willing to pay $60 for a headset that I had paid $19.99 for. Wasn't going to happen. Next option was my Kitty headset that I'd paid around $29.99 for. That originally was like 50 odd bucks, but I got in a Black Friday sale. I had thought about going with another one of them, going for maybe the pink set or the white or the black. But when I went to look at it again, it was up to over $70, not including taxes. So there was that, and then also the fact that I got it in July of 22. It's now February of 24. That's not even 2 years that it lasted. So that kind of made me think, maybe I should look at something else. So there's been a brand that I've been looking at for doing my podcast with. And the setup for the podcast is going to be a decent penny if I ever get to it. But they had a headset. Actually, they have 3 headsets. I got the entry-level one, which is for gaming. But it also can be used for podcasting because the mic is detachable. So it got me thinking, maybe try their product as it is for the thing. See if it's any good for what it is. Since they are an audio company, and supposedly that's what they specialize in. So if they specialize in it, then maybe their headset might be decent. There isn't too many reviews on Amazon about it. Their actual website only had like 3 or 4 reviews. So, but they're all positive, which doesn't say much when people can rate anything they want and be positive about it if they get it for free or whatever. So I actually tried to look at the negative reviews that they had for on Amazon, and the actual negative reviews were more along the lines of, you have to plug it into the USB thing to get the color to work. Well, frankly, I don't give a darn about the color side of things. The fact that it has an RGB thing that cycles and plays color, I don't care. I would have actually gone with the unit that didn't have the color part. But it was a difference of like $2. So I went with the colored one just because it pretty much looks like the exact same unit, other than the fact that one has USB thing for color, the other one doesn't. Oh yeah, and the other one is pure USB with an adapter to make it work for console, whereas the other one is actually a 2 thing. It actually works for front one. It actually has a separate one for plugging it into playing it with a PC or whatever. So, that being said, this is what I went with. I can't show you the front because it's got all my shipping address information on it. So that's the thing. But what it is a gaming headset. It is a 3. Sorry, trying to. There. That's what it is. So I'll just open it up and let you see. Very simple packaging. No extra inserts, no extra anything for how it is. So there's not much. It comes with this, which is got the microphone adapter in it. And then it's also got the adapter that's used if you're playing it on a Windows computer or Mac too. But in essence, it comes with its own little booklet. So there's not a lot to it. It's very straightforward, pull-up pamphlet. It really doesn't say anything about it. But from then, it fits just fine. There's no major issues. It actually has got some good noise cancellation. I don't hear much outside of this. I can hear some, but it's actually pretty nice to my head. And it fits pretty decently. This is the part that some people have been complaining about. That has to be plugged into the USB port for this to light up. But that's been the biggest complaint I've seen, is that you have to have that plugged in for it to be colored. Which I don't care. I didn't get it for that part. And it comes with a standard 3.5 jack that fits into the thing. So basically, get the controller and it goes in. So see, that's it. Plugs in, works with the controller. It's just standard thing, so it goes into my Xbox controller, no problem. And from when I just plugged it in there, it actually didn't sound that bad because I can hear what's going on with my Xbox at the moment. So, and it's got your basic control thing, where you got the first one here for the mic on, mic off, and then the volume control right here. So it's not that bad. It was a bit of a chunk of cash for it in general. Wasn't too pleased with that, but I figured if they are an audio company and they're into doing this stuff, then it might be a good investment because I want long term. In fact, this disconnects and can plug into that. For me, sound is good because all you do is there's a hole right here. And I gotta find the right angle. Goes in. And there we are. Now there. Plug it in. And without eating the mic, position it where I need to have it. So I can do the streaming and talk with them talking to people or gaming, or I can unhook it and bring down my boom mic that I have and do podcasting and still be able to hear. Or I can connect, if I'm going to do it on my laptop and not my Xbox, I can connect the boom, still have the headset hooked up into the boom, and record that way for casting. So the mic for me means I can use it or I don't have to use it, which to me is a bonus. But I'll probably do an update of how I find this for actual gaming versus doing it for podcasting versus doing it for any other kind of work. That's my review for it so far. Out of 5, I'll say 3.5 because I have not played with it yet doing a live stream, nor have I played it used it for gaming, or even just general chat through Discord or anything. But once I do that, I might upgrade it from 3.5. But until then,